Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Learning Destination. And today we are going to see that how we can assign the special privileges to the IAM user role. So IAM user can list down all the resources like pods, nodes, groups, services, deployment in EKS cluster. So as of now, I have one EKS cluster is running. The name is EKS demo. And this EKS demo basically has been created by the user super admin. So if I go under the user section, there is a user called super admin. If I log in with this user, so if I log in with the super admin, and since super admin has created that EKS demo cluster, so it has by default permission to list down all the resources. So let's check here. Now we visit Elastic Kubernetes Service section. Under the cluster sections, EKS demo, and now the super admin, this user has already permission to list down all the node group workload as well. Now, what will happen if we create the new user? Let's suppose that if we create one new user called EKS user, and then we log in into the console, then whether we will be able to see the EKS cluster as well as the resources or not. So let's check it out. So let's suppose that I am creating one user, EKS user, and create user. Let's download this CSV. One more thing, I want to set the custom password, which I forgot to give it. So I'm going to set the custom password now. Okay, now let's log in with this user. I'm taking logout from the super admin. I'm going to log in with the EKS user. If we go under the cluster sections, so you can see the error is coming that even this user, EKS user, doesn't have permission to even list down the cluster. So now we are going to work on these things, that how we can assign the privileges. So this user, EKS user, will be able to list down the cluster as well as its resources like pods, node, groups, services, etc. So let's see it. Okay, so first that we need to create one group. Before that, I'm going to create one policies. The policies rules I have already, and I'm going to mention these links in the description section so you can take it from there. And I'm also going to share the link that from where you can get these policies. So in JSON format, I'm creating this policy and giving it name EKS admin. So we have now the policy has been successfully created and we have the policy EKS admin now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one user group and give it a name EKS group and attaching this policy EKS admin to this group. So now I have successfully created the group EKS group and I have attached the policies EKS admin to this group. Now what I am going to do is I am going to attach this group to this EKS user. You can directly assign to the policies to the group as well, but it is good that if you assign the policies to the group and then that group to the user. So here is the EKS group. So I have attached that particular group to this user, EKS user. Now after attaching this group, let's see that how its behavior is now. So let me refresh it. Probably we need to log in again. Okay, so now you see that previously this user, EKS user, was not able to even list down the cluster, but now it is able to list down the cluster, as well as if we go inside that, it doesn't have permission to list down the node group as of now. Why? Because it doesn't have the particular role binding, or you can say that the cluster role or cluster role binding that can give this user permissions to list down all those resources. So now what I am going to do is I am going to create now cluster role and cluster role binding and will assign those roles to this particular user, EKS user. And if you remember the previously, this particular the policy which I have created, these policies I have taken from this particular page from here, and that I'm going to mention this link in the comment sections of this video. So now I am going to create the cluster role and cluster role binding. Okay guys, so I have already listed the particular YAML file to create the cluster role and cluster role binding, and I'm going to share the link in the description section, so from where you can download this YAML particular file. And basically in this file I'm going to create the cluster role, and it is going to give it the permissions on all the resources and what kind of verbs, like what kind of actions it can take, like get list. And simultaneously I'm also going to create one cluster role binding and the group name, which I am going to give it EKS console dashboard full access flow. Okay, so let's create this role, cluster role, and the name of this file is EKS. So now this cluster role and cluster role binding both has been successfully created. So now what I am going to do is I am going to assign this particular group to the EKS user inside the config map of AWS Auth. So guys, there is a one documentations which I am going to share in the description link. This is so basically how you can edit the config map of AWS. This is the command. So now this is open, and in the same document, if you go down and how you can define the user that is given there, you can copy it, make the appropriate changes, like the username is different, the ARN value is different. So which I'm going to change now. Make sure it should be in proper alignment so you won't face any error. And the ARN value, you can get it from AWS console. Go to user, EKS user. This is particular ARN value. I can copy here and I can paste it here. Then you can, since the user is EKS user, and the system, you can change the master. So by default, whenever you give the master, so this user will be able to see the resources across the cluster. Let's save it. Now let's check here. So now you can see that this EKS user, after creating the cluster role and cluster role binding, it is successfully able to list down the node group as well as the workload. Okay guys, so now I am going to configure this EKS user as a AWS configuration, and then we will check that whether that EKS user is able to list down the resources, pods, deployment, etc. or not. So let's check it out. And for that, firstly, I need to do AWS configuration. Okay, so I will give as a profile and I will give it name tester. And for that, I have already downloaded the access key and secret key, which I am going to paste here, and the secret key. And reason I'm going to put US-East-1 Northern Virginia, because the cluster is spinning up in this region and the output is JSON. Simultaneously, also, I need to update the kubeconfig file with this profile. So since the profile I have given the name tester, I am mentioning it here tester, and I'm going to update the kubeconfig file. So it is updated. Now, if I try to get the resources like get pods, so it is saying yes, I have sufficient permission to list down the pod. And if I say kubectl get pods, so you can see the pods are listening here, and this user is successfully able to see. And if I say deployment, okay, now I am quickly going to spin up another deployment that is called DevOps. That is created. Let's check this deployment. So you can see now this is successfully able to list down the newly created deployment DevOps. That means this user, EKS user, is now able to list all the resources like deployment, pods, services, node group, as well as it is able to create those resources. Now in console, AWS console, if we refresh it, we will be able to see that DevOps pod as well. So you can see now the DevOps pod is a DevOps deployment is already running. Okay guys, so let me summarize what we did in last couple of minutes. So basically we have created one EKS user, and we have given the we have created the group, and then we have created the policies. That policies we have assigned to that group, and that group we have assigned to this EKS user. After that we have created the cluster role and cluster role binding, and then we have edited those cluster role binding into the config map that is called the AWS auth, and we have mapped the user over there, so it is able to list down all those resources. So yeah, that's all for this lecture guys. If you have any queries, then please mention in the comment sections and I will resolve it. So, and yes, if you like my videos, then please do like, share and subscribe my video. So see you in my next lecture. Till the time, bye bye. Thank you so much for watching this.